a father, a campsite, and 3 little girls who never came home. Authorities are calling it one of the most disturbing crimes they've ever seen. And now, the man at the center of it all, Travis Decker, is on the run. But who is he really? And why would a father turn on his own daughters in the dead of night? This is the story of a family trip that became a nationwide manhunt and the chilling murder mystery gripping America. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more gripping true crime stories just like this. The Travis Decker case has left an entire community in shock, with questions pouring in from across the country. Why did this happen? How could anyone, especially a parent, commit such an unthinkable crime? And perhaps the most haunting question of all, where's Travis Decker now? In today's video, we'll break down every detail of this heartbreaking case. The timeline of events, the victim stories, the chilling evidence found at the crime scene, and the FBI's relentless pursuit of justice. Stay with us until the very end, because the twists in this case will leave you questioning everything. To understand the manhunt, we first need to understand the man himself. Travis Decker was 32 years old, living what seemed to be an ordinary life in Washington state. On the surface, he appeared like any other father working jobs here and there, knowing the community as somewhat quiet but not particularly dangerous. But behind closed doors, Decker's life was far from stable. Friends described him as controlling, unpredictable, and easily agitated. His relationship with the girl's mother had broken down years before. Some said he struggled with substance abuse, while others believed he carried deep resentment over custody battles. And yet, no one could have imagined the horror that would unfold on a summer camping trip. It was supposed to be a weekend of bonding. Decker took his 3 daughters, ages 9, 8, and 2, to a remote campground in Mason County, Washington. Families camped there all the time, enjoying hikes, fishing, and the peace of nature. But on the night of August 14th, 2025, something went terribly wrong. When law enforcement arrived the next morning, the scene was something out of a nightmare. Inside the tent, officers discovered the 3 young girls, each with a plastic bag tied over her head. The cause of death was suffocation. Even seasoned investigators were shaken. One officer later said, "I've seen a lot in my career, but this will stay with me forever." The biggest question was immediate. Where was Travis? When police arrived, Decker was gone. No note, no explanation. Just 3 lifeless children and the echo of his absence. The FBI quickly joined the case, declaring a priority manhunt. Agents shut down the entire campground and surrounding forest, scouring every trail, every creek, every cabin for signs of him. Helicopters circled overhead. Roadblocks were set up for miles. And yet, Travis Decker seemed to vanish into thin air. News of the crime spread like wildfire. 3 innocent girls murdered by their own father was unthinkable. The media exploded with coverage. Talk shows debated his motives. Social media erupted with outrage, grief, and speculation. Some called Decker a monster. Others argued he might have suffered a psychotic break. Still others pointed to the long history of domestic violence cases where children are used as pawns in custody disputes. But one thing was clear: the public wanted justice, and they wanted it fast. Too often in cases like this, the spotlight is focused only on the killer. But here, we must remember the victims. The 3 little girls whose lives were cut short. The oldest, 9 years old, was described by her teacher as bright, curious, and always eager to help her classmates. The middle child, just 8, loved to draw and dreamed of becoming an artist one day. And the youngest, only 2 years old, was barely learning to talk, full of giggles and innocence. Neighbors said the girls adored each other. Wherever one went, the others followed. Their loss is more than just a headline. It's a hole left in a family, a community, and in the future that will never be. Why would a father do this? Investigators are still piecing it together, but several theories have emerged. Custody battle rage court records show Decker was in a bitter custody dispute. Was this a final act of revenge against the girl's mother? Mental breakdown friends say Decker showed signs of paranoia in the weeks before the murders. Could he have snapped during the trip? Planned murder-suicide, some believe Decker originally intended to kill his daughters and then himself, but fled when fear took over. Whatever the truth may be, the brutality of the crime leaves little room for sympathy. The FBI has labeled Decker as armed and extremely dangerous. Authorities believe he may still be hiding in Washington's dense forests, surviving off supplies, or perhaps he has already fled the state. Search dogs picked up his scent near a riverbank, but then lost the trail, suggesting he may have used water to mask his movements. The FBI has offered a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Posters with his face are plastered across towns, gas stations, and highways. Every day that passes without finding him only deepens attention. The tragedy has sparked fear across the region. Parents are holding their children a little tighter. Families camping in Washington state parks wonder if a killer is lurking nearby. Authorities have urged the public, do not approach Travis Decker. If you see him, call 911 immediately. The thought of a man who killed his own daughter still roaming free is enough to keep entire communities awake at night. While the search continues, one thing is certain. The world has not forgotten the victims. Vigils have been held in their honor, with candles, flowers, and stuffed animals left at the school they once attended. One sign at a vigil read, "We will be your voices now." Justice may not bring them back, but the fight for it gives meaning to their memory. The case is far from over. Every new day could bring a break in the manhunt. Will Travis Decker be captured alive? Will he be found hiding deep in the wilderness? Or will this case end in another shocking twist? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear, the world is watching. The story of Travis Decker is not just about a manhunt. It's about three little girls who deserved so much more than the fate they were given. If you have any information, contact the FBI immediately. And for the rest of us, let this case be a reminder of how fragile life can be and how important it is to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Travis Decker is still out there, and until he is caught, the story is not over. If this story gave you chills, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more gripping real-life mysteries, and share to spread awareness.